gonna sing. Everybody's gonna dance. Everybody's gonna love, live, learn on my Davis channel.
You want cake? Say yes. And fruit, of course you're gonna get fruit. And your finger. Okay, finger it is. Happy 6 months. Happy 6 months. Happy 6 months. Alright, let's get the day started.
No. Stop putting that thing. Stop it. Stop it.
As you saw by the title of this video, Liana is officially 6 months today, and it's a very bittersweet, but not bitter in a bad way, but bitter in a more, you know, when you're reminiscing about an event, sorry my baby, that took place in your life. It's kind of, you know, when I see your shoes, okay, here your shoes, here. They're cute, ne? Here you go. You want this one? There you go. So, yeah, she is officially 6 months today. And the reason I chose to celebrate her 6 months was when Liana was 6 days old. She was hospitalized, and it was a very, very terrible thing to experience as a mother, as a family. You know, even her brother, because at that time we didn't even have a helper. So daddy had to drive us to the hospital, and he couldn't leave Ethan behind. So Ethan seeing her in that state, it was very, very bad. So when she was 6 days old, I was breastfeeding her normally, burped her. The dad had passed out in Ethan's bedroom because he used to do that a lot. So yeah, passed out in the bedroom, and then I was with her. And so around 4 a.m. I was actually talking to my friend at that time, Millicent, and you know, we were having these newborn chats because Khanya is 5 days older than Liana. So she said, hey, Khanya's doing this, Khanya's doing that. I'm like, yeah, Lena just burped. And then around 4:30 a.m., after her last feed, she burps, and then I start seeing that she's looking uneasy. So I'm thinking, maybe, you know, I didn't burp her properly. So I go in, I burp her, she's not burping, she still wants the boob, I feed her the boob, and then she burps again, and then she starts looking funny, irritable, and starts puking some bubbles. But I'm thinking, it's normal, she's okay. But she starts looking very, very irritated. And I'm like, at that point, I'm like, you know what, let me... Hi, boo. You know, you want the balloons? You have them. Let me testify a little. Yeah, but so I'm like, something's wrong, so I'll call the dad. Shout to the top of my voice, and he comes running. The moment he grabs her, he realizes that no, the tummy is very, very hard. So he's like, baby, the tummy is very, very hard. And that's worrying, right? So we're like, oh my gosh, my cute little baby. But yesterday she fell. So yesterday we went to our favorite photographer, Sally Photography, and and she was sitting like this because yeah, she can sit by herself. And then the brother passed, so she wanted to follow the brother. Hit. Imagine this child. What were you thinking? Eh? What were you thinking, baby? She cried. Yeah, she did that. So from now on, now I'm safe. Anyway, so yeah, that's what happened. And then rushed to the ER fast. Now the tummy has turned green. You can see her vein. It's big. It's hard. It's got these green and purple veins. You know, it's bad. You know, at that point I'm just nervous, but yet I'm praying in tongues and I'm just declaring perfect health, good health, healing, and all of those things. You know, but I, deep down in the natural, I am very, very nervous. You know, as I get there, and then they're like, okay, cool, rush it to the bed there. Baby, I'm gonna put it on you. Give me a moment. For now, play with this, Liana, because it's less noisy. Here, there you go. Hold on. So I'm just like, okay, let's see how this whole thing is gonna work out. So the first thing they do is they put a drip. Oh my gosh. Actually, I'm not gonna go into detail because I'm gonna break down. I'm not gonna go into detail because whenever I think of the things that we've done on my baby, I burst into tears of pain. Hi, it's Papa. Hi, Papa.
Hi, Liana. Love you.
Hi, Papa.
Bye.
So yeah, I definitely will not go into detail, but she had drips. She was. They had X-rays done on her, blood tests. They had to get blood from every corner of her body, of a tiny 6 days body. You know, X-rays, scans, blood tests, drips. It was hectic. It was the most painful thing I'd ever seen being done on a child, like in my entire life, you know. And it was very, very emotional and terrible. So around 7 a.m. they're like, okay, because we can't really find the problem, we're gonna have to transfer you to another hospital. So they transfer us to another hospital. We get there, more blood tests. Having to see my daughter, like, yeah, it was bad. She was crying helplessly. I couldn't feed her. They told me I couldn't feed her, so they just had to keep giving her drips to hydrate her. Because of that scare in my life, I've never actually taken the time to celebrate. And that was a big mistake I made, you know, because I was always very protective of her since that day. I never wanted to let God do what only He can do. You know, I always wanted to be protective. I always wanted, like you see what I just did now. I always wanted to be protective. I always wanted to look out for her, not want anyone to hold her, not want anyone to, like, I was very paranoid for a long time. And I realized that I was being Lisha, her joy of being a baby, you know, of falling and getting hurt and things like that, you know, because the whole time I'm just concerned about, oh my gosh, what if something goes wrong? What if this and this happens? So I got to a point where as a family, my husband was always like, babe, relax, you know. What that taught us was, the revelation I got from there was that God wants to use Liana as an instrument to heal people, you know, and I didn't understand it then, but because when you're in that situation, it just doesn't make sense, because I felt like pain and just so much pain, you know, so I couldn't understand a thing. But now I'm just like, girl, you're blessed. You are favored. Liana, spelled Liana, means God has answered. And and yeah, so that emotional 3 days, we spent 3 days in hospital. That emotional, the two of us, we had to be in hospital for 3 days. So those 3 days were very emotional for us as a family. Like, I could see how traumatized my son was, because I had to go and get stuff from his dad, and as strong as I wanted to be, as happy as I wanted to be, it was hard. It was very hard to be in that situation. Seeing this little cute, happy little puchikanji here, with pipes. So we are so happy, celebrating 6 months with this gorgeous little daughter of ours, who is always so happy. She definitely has my personality. The brother is so shy, just like the dad. This one has my personality. She's always laughing, always, just always laughing, always interacting with people. Whenever she sees people, she laughs. She wants to laugh with everyone. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So, ladies and gentlemen, meet our daughter, Liana. She's 6 months today, dated 30th of November. Yeah, okay, my baby, enough, especially this one, because it's loud. It's loud. And she wants it. Okay, all right, let me put you here, and then I'll bring it by the corner. Put it here, so it's not in mommy's face, okay? There you go. So yeah, so it's a very beautiful moment to be here today. Quite emotional, but I'm using this opportunity to let go of that pain, because God did what He had to do on that day when she was 6 days old, and He saw us through. As a faithful Father, He saw us through, and doctors kept coming in and out, and none of them could tell us what was wrong with our baby. Everyone was like, this baby looks fine. I pressed the tummy, this baby's normal, and I'm like, but yeah, it's been 3 days. And right at that moment, I used that time to pray. I used that time to seek God's face, and just ask God the plans He has for her, and what He wants me to grab from that moment. And I did, and it was it was quite emotional, but it was very beautiful, and I'm so grateful, to everyone that that prayed with us during that time. It was hectic, being in hospital, and then there's COVID. It was terrible. Okay, should we stop talking about the sad stuff now? Okay, let's talk about the happy stuff. Tell them I am 6 months, I can talk, I can stand. Stand, show them you can stand. Yes, show them. Yay! I can sit. Where's your milk? Let me go get your milk. What? Wait up. Please don't fall again. No more falling. I guess. All right. Yeah, it's been very emotional, guys, with Liana, because also the moment she was born, the 6 days issue that took place, where we had to be in hospital, and around 2 months, when she was 2 months, that's when I started Women Come Worship, and it took so much of my time. I stopped breastfeeding because I couldn't produce any more milk, because I wasn't eating right. I wasn't resting. My stress level was up there, so I couldn't produce milk. So I stopped breastfeeding, and I breastfed Ethan for, I think, a year and something, so it was, she's a very special baby girl. and I thought I could take this moment to celebrate her. The dad was out with Ethan. To celebrate, they're gonna come and we're gonna have cake. I thought I could take this moment to celebrate her and just thank God for all that He has done for her already, for her future. Her future is so bright. She is a genius, we can already tell. She is so gorgeous. She is so beautiful. She loves laughing. Right? Right? Of course. So yeah, meet our daughter. This is Liana Gavu, ladies and gentlemen. And I pray that the day you watch this video and can understand it, you will know that you are loved, you are special, you are one favored baby. And I know you know. I know you know, but I still have to emphasize it so the devil knows. Everyone, so the devil knows. Right? You're one special baby, my daughter. You're favored, you're healthy, you have perfect health. You are an absolute gem. Say bye, everyone. Thank you so much for watching my mini vlog with Mama. I am officially 6 months and so happy, so blessed. I love you so much. Thank you for watching. Say happy 6 months, Liana. Happy 6 months, Liana. Happy 6 months. Happy 6 months. Happy 6 months, Liana. If you guys know anyone that produces these things, let me know. My baby makes these things. The ones that they sell movie shop on, they're not nice. Yes, kid. Yes, kid. Yes, kid. Oh, baby gay. Bye, guys. Thank you for watching.